Yes, I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm Philip Coleman.
We have those stories in just a moment, but first, heavy rain and severe weather may be on the way here to West Alabama.
WVUA's chief meteorologist Richard Scott is monitoring the situation and has the very latest. Richard.
Hey, Philip and Lynn, watching things close. Home Team Interactive radar right now. No severe weather activity to talk about, but definitely some heavy rain and lots of lightning out there. If you're out and about from Tuscaloosa points north and west and up under all this heavy rain, there's a lot of lightning out there as well. And rainfall totals or rainfall rates approaching 1 inch per 30 minutes to an hour. So incredible amounts of rain falling within some of these storms down here. And all this activity is lifting off towards the north and east. And we're watching this stuff over southern Mississippi. You see this next complex developing. That is moving north and east. We'll move in here later tonight. Look for periods of heavy rain, pretty much solid heavy rain on and off tonight. We'll have temperatures approaching the upper 50s by midnight as temperatures actually rise tonight. We're talking moisture levels on an increase. Humid weather will return. The chance of some strong storms is in the forecast tomorrow. We'll have much more in Home Team weather. Stay with us.
More than 400 people will soon be looking for work here in West Alabama now that the state has announced they are closing Parlow Developmental Center. Employees are wondering now what the future will hold for them. Tonight, one man shares his story with WVUA's Bethany Andrews.
It's just that security that if something was to happen to the point health, or anything like that, I can retire and, my responsibilities to my kids would be to provide for and take care of them.
Ronaldo Kelly works evening shifts at Parlow. He says the news of the closing has cast a cloud over his future.
We're in the process of losing 400 plus jobs. Where we are going to go, who knows?
Representatives with the state say they are committed to preserving jobs, but Kelly says he's still worried.
Some have began to put in their transfers to other state, other facilities as Parlow. Who to say that those facilities will have positions available for us to apply for? You can look at, how they go about their day. They're worried.
Kelly says he is also concerned about what will happen to the patients when they leave Parlow.
But who's to say that every person in which we serve is going to be able to adapt back into society? And who's to say that society is going to welcome them back into the community?
In the meantime, Kelly says a group of employees are planning to take action.
Trying to get the game plan together, trying to get the various state senators involved. It will face the community as well.
But Kelly says for now, he's preparing for the worst and hoping for the best.
Until they have the job fairs or they put, the options or what have you on paper, I'm not sure what they're going to do.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Bethany Andrews, WVUA News.
WVUA spoke with the Alabama Mental Health Department spokesman John Ziegler. He says the commissioner will begin meeting with employees Thursday on an individual basis. Ziegler says job fairs will be held specific to the employees' skill sets and their needs. Parlow is set to close September 30th.
In your Home Team Crime Watch, a man wanted in connection with a Northport murder has been captured. Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide Captain Lloyd Baker says 30-year-old Oscar Moran Rivera was taken into custody around 8 o'clock last night. Baker says Rivera was arrested by the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force in Lafayette, Alabama. That's in Chambers County, about 13 miles from the Georgia state line. Rivera is facing charges of murder in connection with the death of Victor Rosas. Baker says the incident began Saturday morning at a residence on 37th Street in Northport. According to witnesses, Rosas had gone with Rivera to the store. Baker says when they returned, Rosas was bleeding from the neck. He later died. Rivera is now being held in the Tuscaloosa County Jail.
The prime suspect in the case of missing Alabama teenager Natalie Holloway is headed to court. Yaron Vandersloot is expected to plead guilty to killing Stephanie Flores, a Peruvian woman he met while gambling. An attorney for Vandersloot said Vandersloot killed Flores after she learned of his relationship to Natalie Holloway. She went missing on a graduation trip to Aruba back in 2005. Holloway was last seen leaving a club with Vandersloot. He remains the prime suspect in that case, and if the plea is accepted in the Flores case, Vandersloot would be sentenced to 3 to 5 years. If he's charged with murder, that carries a 15 to 35-year sentence on conviction.
New for you at 6, there's some good news for Alabama's coast tonight. Millions of dollars are on the way to help promote tourism along the Gulf. Governor Robert Bentley says Alabama is receiving $16 million to promote Alabama beaches over the next 3 years. The money is a grant from BP. Bentley says it will be used to tell people all across the Southeast that beaches are clean and open for business after the oil spill of last year.
What's the secret to success? That's what hundreds of high school juniors from West Alabama were asking today. They took part in Alabama Power's 2011 Youth Leadership Conference at the University of Alabama. This year's theme, Explore, Realize, Succeed. Business leaders from across the area provided information about career opportunities available after high school. Organizers say they hope this will help students to think about what their future can look like.
This year we asked the schools to do something a little different and include their BC students. These are the students that we think we can target that may not have chosen their career path, that may not know what they want to do after high school. So our theme this year is Explore, Realize, Succeed.
This marks the 9th year for that Youth Leadership Conference. Well, hundreds of people poured into